What's up, Jolinator Club? Alright, so I am finally here with my top 10 favorite movies of 2018. Okay, now before I get started, I just feel that I should mention a couple things. First and foremost, this is not a list of the quintessential greatest movies of 2018. This is just my personal list. If you agree with my picks, great. If you disagree, hey, don't get all snotty about it. Also keep in mind that I did not see every movie that came out in 2018. I didn't see every movie that I wanted to. It really just all came down to time and whether or not I wanted to, go seek it out or anything else like that. And the last thing that I should mention is that these are not reviews, nor are they objective. This is my top 10 personal favorites list. A lot of the movies on this list will have reviews, so if you want to see my review of the movie, make sure you go check out my YouTube channel and see if you can find it. With that said, let's get right into this. Number 10. Kicking this list off at number 10 is Aquaman. Now, I did not know what to expect with Aquaman going in. I will admit, it was a lot of fun, and I had an absolute blast with this movie. Aquaman was awesome. It had great action. It had great visuals. Jason Momoa was great. Aquaman was a really good movie, and I gotta admit, definitely worthy of making the list. Number 9. Coming in at number 9 is Mission Impossible Fallout. Now, Mission Impossible Fallout was the 6th film in the Mission Impossible franchise, and I gotta admit, this franchise has been going on for 6 movies now, and it's still great. Gotta admit, when you've been going on 6 movies and you're still great, that really shows that you've got staying power. Tom Cruise was great, as was Henry Cavill. The action was great, the story was great. This franchise has reached its high note, and I genuinely look forward to seeing what Mission Impossible brings to us next. Number 8. Number 8 was one of my biggest surprises of the year, and that is Ralph Breaks the Internet. Ralph Breaks the Internet was emotionally interesting, it was visually interesting, the story was great, I loved the characters, I loved the message, and the way everything all wraps up. Ralph Breaks the Internet just had to make the list, so it did. Number 7. Number 7 is the horror movie that we've been waiting for all year, and that, of course, is Halloween. Halloween was the Halloween movie that we had been waiting for. The fans had been demanding another original franchise film, and now we finally got it. Jamie Lee Curtis was great, as was Nick Castle. The story was original. Everything about Halloween fires on all cylinders. Definitely worth the wait for us Halloween fans. Number 6. Black Panther. Now, Black Panther, I will admit, was originally higher on my list, but with other movies that came out this year, I just had to put it lower. I will admit, though, Black Panther was still a great movie, and I love the visuals, I love Chadwick Boseman, I love Michael B. Jordan. Marvel has been going so strong now, and now that they've got this movie, Black Panther is definitely a worthy addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Number 5. Number 5 is Bumblebee. Bumblebee is a movie that I had so much excitement for. And I have to say, this movie exceeded every expectation that I could have had for it. Bumblebee was incredible in terms of the visuals. The story was great. I loved Haley Steinfeld. This was the Transformers movie that we deserved, and now we finally got it. Number 4. Number 4, another surprise, Christopher Robin. Christopher Robin was absolutely incredible. It was basically returning to your childhood. I loved this movie in every single aspect. The story was touching, the characters all wonderful. Ewan McGregor did a surprisingly great job, and I had a great time with Christopher Robin. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. Number 3. This is where it's probably going to get a little controversial, but keep in mind, it's still my opinion. Number 3 on this list is Solo: A Star Wars Story. Now, I will admit, I didn't know what to think of them making an official Han Solo movie, but I gotta admit, this movie was actually pretty cool, and it turned out to be better than I thought. Alden Ehrenreich did a great job, as did Donald Glover. The action was great, the visual effects, as always, were incredible. I mean, come on, it's Star Wars. Any visual effects they do are going to be awesome. I loved the music, of course. It's an iconic soundtrack. Solo is actually one of the biggest surprises of the year for me. Kind of surprising, being that it's Star Wars, but still, great movie. Number 2. I know this is going to be a broken record, but number 2 is one of the biggest surprises of the entire year for me, if not the biggest, and that is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was so amazing. Pun intended. I mean, the animation style was like nothing we'd ever seen before. It had great comedy, it had some fun action, and even still, there was a scene towards the end that almost made me tear up, not gonna lie. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse was a great Spider-Man movie, if ever there was one. Definitely worth checking out. Number 1. Okay guys, you haven't seen it on the list yet, and yet here it is. My number 1 is Avengers Infinity War. This is absolutely incredible. Avengers Infinity War was a film that we had been waiting for the entire runtime of the MCU. We'd been waiting for Thanos to show up. Now he finally does. And oh my gosh, the levels of emotion that this movie hits on just exceeds my mind. Like, it blows my mind how amazing this film was. And I know some of you were disappointed by the ending, which I won't ruin just for those of you who haven't seen it. But I think it's great because we know that we're going to get more films. I mean, later on this year we're getting Captain Marvel and then Avengers 4. So we know that this is not the end for the MCU. We've got more Marvel stuff going on. They have been going strong for 10 years now. Gotta give props to that. Marvel, you did a great job, and Avengers Infinity War is my number 1. Okay guys, so there you go. My top 10 favorite movies of 2018. Let me know what your picks are in the comments down below. As always, you guys are the best. Thank you all so much as always for watching. And if you like this, like, comment, favorite, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you'll be notified about all my videos, and join the Joelinator Club. Chest bump.